looking at this Portuguese team, there's so much firepower in this team, but they do need to attack as well when they get a chance.
Well, that looked like a foul on Schick, who's going to be such a key man right in front of the assistant, but nothing given. The white of Czechia and the famous red and green of the former European champions from Portugal. So felt that West Ham United just not quite able to get there. I mean, the first thing you'd say, it's a wonderful atmosphere in here. It's red everywhere you look. The red of Portugal at one end, the red of Czechia at the other. I think the Portuguese just about edge it in terms of numbers, but we're not that far away from the Czech border, so it's been relatively easy for their supporters to get here.
Well, it has, but I think obviously when you have a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, everybody wants to see him. And I think the group of players that they've assembled, this Portuguese side, is very special. I think it's the strongest in the tournament, actually. I know England and France, Germany, but I think this Portuguese group is the strongest.
This is the Paris Saint-Germain defender Nuno Mendes, who we see play in the Champions League as a left-back, but he's the left side of a back three with 41-year-old Pepe in the centre, and then Manchester City's Ruben Dias out there on the right. The attacking strength in this Portugal team, though, tonight, Owen, frightening. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Rafa Leao, and, of course, the great Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, and it's interesting, actually, Roberto Martinez go with a back three. Obviously got players can play different positions. Cancelo, Dalot, they can pop into midfield. We've already seen Bernardo Silva drop off. All of these players are actually quite flexible.
Pepe finding Leao. And he can have a wonder for the first time. Here's Bruno Fernandes and now Bernardo Silva. And that's clipped into where he's hoping Ronaldo will be. And that floats behind for the goal kick to Czechia.
No, that's brilliant from Bruno Fernandes. He's the player that always gets his head up, looking forward. He's just trying to stand that up, Bernardo Silva, at the back post for Cristiano Ronaldo to attack. It's not often you see him get them wrong, Fletch. Bernardo Silva, he's normally an absolute magician with the ball at his feet.
Defending done there for Portugal by Ruben Dias. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Portugal cruised to the finals with 10 wins out of 10. The first time that they've ever done that. And it did include a 9-0 win against Luxembourg. Looks like a squad without weakness and with strength in depth as well. And maybe 8 years on from that glory in France, they can climb to the top of the mountain once more. Bruno Fernandes hoping that someone in red had made the run. And it's the kind of start that you might expect. And I think one thing that the Czechia team have got to be prepared for tonight is not seeing a great deal of the ball.
Yeah, but you know what, Flesh, I think they'll know that's coming. They'll be comfortable. You know, they're going to play two up and try and get the ball up there quickly into Cookter and Schick.
Situations like this is where they might need to do well. And they're going to get the first shot of the night away, which came in from Schultz, and that was defended in there. In fact, the referee, who's from Italy tonight, Marco Guida, has given the free kick here to Portugal. If they have got a player in the team, though, Owen, that can get things done for them tonight, it is Bayer Leverkusen's Patrick Schick. Isn't always available. He struggles with injuries, but scored as many goals as anybody in the competition 3 years ago at Euro 2020. And they'll lean on him quite heavily, I suspect.
Yeah, he's a great finisher. You know, they just need to get him some service, obviously. Cookter's another one. He can score goals. They're two big physical presence. They're not really ball players. They're goal scorers. But they need service like every goal scorer. That's going to be the trick. Who from midfield joins in?
Vitinha, who's had a fine season in the Champions League and Ligue 1 with Paris Saint-Germain. And now the elegant Bernardo Silva. It's astonishing, really, that Pepe is still playing at this level. 138th cap he's winning tonight. He's the third player to play in 5 European Championship finals. He was the man of the match when they won it back in 2016. And he's gone past the Hungarian goalkeeper Gabor Kirai as the oldest player to start a finals match, and the defending done there for Czechia by West Ham's Vladimir Sofal.
Yeah, it's remarkable. Still playing at 41. Nuno Mendes is 21. That tells you all you need to know. I mean, really is remarkable.
First opportunity then for the Portugal centre-backs to get forward, and Pepe is one of them. And Vitinha out to take the first corner of the night here in Leipzig. And Sofal was nice and alert for a ball that was on its way towards João Cancelo. Picked up there by Pavel Schulch. And then Nuno Mendes climbing higher than Patrick Schick. Here's the captain, Tomas Souček, who plays in the Premier League in England with West Ham. Two centre-backs, Thomas Olesh and Robin Ranac. And then a touch in midfield there for Ladislav Krejci. Gone back well by Leao. Ronaldo's made his way into the middle, and Leao can clip it in! And that's slightly off target from CR7. But that's how dangerous he's going to be if Leao can get into positions like that.
And that's exactly what Rafael Leao gives you. Creative dribbler. Really good ball into Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably jumps a little bit too early. He's just underneath it.
I mean, he's a phenomenon, really, isn't he? 208 caps for his country. 11 major tournaments now for Portugal. He's 39. And in Saudi Arabia this season, he still managed to score 44 goals in 45 games. I mean, he could still be doing this at 65.
I don't care if you score 45 goals out in the garden at home. That's still a lot of goals. He's just a machine, Cristiano.
Absolutely. Sharp work from Diogo Costa. They've got three good goalkeepers, Portugal. Rui Patricio has played over 100 times for them. Jose Sá of Wolves, but it's Diogo Costa, the youngest of them at 24, who is the #1 at Porto, and he gets the starting nod from Roberto Martinez here for this Group F opener, the final match of the first phase of group matches. When we reconvene tomorrow, everyone will start to go again.
The amount of rotation in this Portugal team is quite remarkable. Everybody's in a different position every 20-30 seconds, you know, whether it's Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Dalot, Cancelo's in central midfield. The only one who's really keeping his position is Cristiano Ronaldo at the top. Everybody else is allowed to rotate.
There's Cancelo. Now Mendes. What you can't see on the screen at the moment is the heavens have opened. It was raining earlier and raining quite heavily, and it's raining again here in Leipzig. Pepe. Played forward by Souček. And Pepe now with some defending to do. Lucas Provod is the #14, and he just runs out of room.
To be fair, they've made a decent start to the game. Czechia, you know, they try to get up the pitch when they can. been very direct.
Owen, I was looking, so Ronaldo's trying to win the Euros at 39. Tom Brady was 43 when he won Super Bowl 56 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and in fact he won 3 Super Bowls after the age of 39. So Ronaldo's only a pup in those terms.
Yeah, he's going to want to hang on for as long as he can, Cristiano. His professionalism and dedication to his craft, I've never seen anybody else.
He's also never lost the ability to go to ground either, has he?
He likes them free kicks, Fletch.
There's Vitinha, who got better for Paris Saint-Germain the longer the season went on. Now Ronaldo. Leao. Skips away from Sofal. Now what can he do? Slides it into that 6-yard box, but too many in white there to make the block. Here's Cancelo. Desperate defending from Sofal. And now the Manchester City defender, Ruben Dias. Well, that's too near the goalkeeper, Staniek, from Bruno Fernandes. Fascinating battle on this side, though, between Sofal and Leao.
Yeah, he's probably just been a little bit too aggressive so far. Rafa Leao's too good 1v1. He's probably going to need a bit of help. He's got a bit of Ronaldinho about him, I think, Fletch. The way he dribbles, the way he takes people on.
Well, Ronaldo fancied the volley, then he wanted the free kick, and he gets neither. But don't forget that Team USA start their Copa America campaign against Bolivia this Sunday. Coverage starts at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Diaz. Silva. Czechia finished behind Albania, but ahead of Poland en route to the finals. They were quarter-finalists 3 years ago at Euro 2020. And if you go back all the way to 1976, they were the European champions. Jan Panenka with a winning penalty, and we tend to hear that phrase used a lot these days. Hoping to be the next generation of Czechia players to make a mark on the international stage. I mean, from a Portugal perspective, we should nail your colours to the mast. Do you think they're going to win this tournament?
I think they've got the strongest squad. The one thing I would say is, I think defensively, they're not going to be great without the ball. You know, they're going to be too effective with it, because I think with Ronaldo and Leao, you know, there's a few players in there that are not going to give you a lot out of possession. That's my only really worry for them without the ball. When they play a team similar to them, I think they'll be able to keep the ball against them.
Well, I presume that's why Pepe starts tonight over the younger man, Antonio Silva, and ahead of Gonçalo Ignacio of Sporting Lisbon as well. Cristiano Ronaldo. Acceleration from Vitinha, and the Italian referee couldn't get out of the way. You can see how hard the rain's coming down.
I think all players used to love playing in the rain, Fletch. You know, it just helps you pass the ball a little bit quicker.
And he goes from Nuno Mendes. Not a bad idea, although Cristiano Ronaldo might disagree. There's Roberto Martinez, who was with Belgium 3 years ago, who was with them for 6 years up to their elimination at the World Cup 2 years ago. And in 14 games in charge of Portugal, he's won 12 and lost only 2. Forward by Cancelo. Leao. Here's Cancelo. It's been a nice, organised shape to this point from Czechia. Staniek, the goalkeeper, has got through the first 15 minutes without having to do anything. Ruben Dias. Vitinha. Pepe. Wonderful scenes behind Staniek's goal with the Czechia fans bouncing up and down. Ruben Dias. Here's Dalot. Now to his Manchester United colleague Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes hits the shot and hits it wide. I think eventually someone was going to have to take the responsibility.
Yeah, I think Cristiano Ronaldo's probably thinking, get that ball out wide to Leao and get a cross in for me. I think of all the players you've got out there you want to shoot, Nuno Mendes is a brilliant player. It's probably one of the last ones you want. Get it to Leao, get it to Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano. They're the ones you want to decide the game.
They're a team dominating the ball as well. Portugal, 71% possession to this point. Hasn't as yet, though, led to an attempt on target. Here's Cancelo, a bit of space for him. Played 42 matches for Barcelona this season on loan from Manchester City. Now Pepe. Just unable to get there was Dudera, and the throw-in actually has been given here to Czechia. I think the biggest difference, apart from the superstars and talent, is where the players play. The Portuguese are spread across Europe and Saudi Arabia, some of the biggest clubs in the world. But 60% of these Czechia players play their football in their own domestic league, which I suppose gives them a disadvantage in a situation like this.
But the one thing I would say is the league has improved dramatically from what it did 10 years ago. I think a long time ago it was just Sparta Prague. They were kind of the dominant team. Slavia Prague. I think now generally the league is improving dramatically, but obviously the best players are still always going to go abroad.
Here's Nuno Mendes. His instincts will be to go forward like this as a fullback, and it's a really good run by him. Here's Vitinha, and now Dalot. Bernardo Silva did well. And then Dalot with the cross, Ronaldo jumping. And eventually headed away by Kuchta, but not very far. Bruno Fernandes, it's a fraction high for Bernardo Silva, and flicked out by Sofal.
And they've defended well so far. Czechia. Sofal at the back post are going to have to keep doing that. Portugal and they're going to keep coming.
Short corner available here to Vitinha if that's the way that he wants to go. Bernardo Silva's come out to this side with him. Centre-backs are in there for Portugal. And cleared away on that side by Jan Kuchta. Nuno Mendes. João Cancelo. Is there any concern in your mind when you look at the makeup of this Portugal team that there is only one ball and there are lots of players that want it?
No, because I think they're all very unselfish. You know, they're winners. The goal is to win this trophy, and I think they'll share it around. Obviously, Cristiano, he's the focal point. But these guys all know what it takes to win. And that's the goal. I think when you get a group of players like this, obviously led by Cristiano and Pepe, you know they're humble. Ruben Diaz, he's a brilliant leader with Manchester City. Bernardo Silva, quiet leader. Bruno Fernandes, quiet leader. These guys all know what it takes. And I think they'll all sacrifice.
Flip side is there's plenty of match winners. Here's one of them, Cristiano Ronaldo. The feet still twinkle. Now Leao. Mendes. Vitinha. It's Ruben Diaz, and the deflection takes it wide. Possession like that, they're always going to find the open man.
Yeah, they are, but the problem is you don't really want to be coming to your centre-backs. You know, we've seen 2 long-distance shots, one from Nuno Mendes and now Ruben Diaz.
Well, that's into the side netting, but it will be another corner. Corner taken by Vitinha towards Ruben Diaz. Pepe was the one who jumped the highest. And I think they're just happy at the moment, the Czechia players, just to get the ball into the Portugal half and have a bit of a rethink and a look at the situation, because they're not seeing much of the ball at all, as we suspected.
Well, no, and to be fair, we were surprised probably by the back 3 of Portugal, but they're all in Czechia's half, not having to defend as yet.
Bruno Fernandes dispossessed. It was good work back from the striker, cooked it. The issue is, though, they can't keep it. When they do win it back, it goes straight back to Portugal.
Yeah, because Portugal squeezing the pitch, making it almost playing in one half.
Here's the Manchester United defender, Dalot. Pepe. Cancelo. Makes some room, Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes is going to hit one here, and it was starting to come down. He took a deflection on the way through, and he hit that so well, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, he's a brilliant striker of the ball, Bruno Fernandes. See the deflection that it takes. I think those shots are going to be on. We've already seen 3 of them. Czechia obviously defending their box quite deep.
They scored 15 goals for Manchester United this season. Averages a goal every 3 games in a Portugal shirt, Fernandes. 6 goals in the qualifying campaign. 5 corners already for Portugal. Vitinha trying to find a way through, but Czechia are able to defend it once more. And now they'll try and counter-attack, although Vitinha is showing his wonderful work ethic that we see for PSG to be the first man to the ball. There's the coach, by the way, Ivan Hašek, who took over after they'd already qualified, which is a nice position to be in. He's in charge for the 2nd time, having been the head coach up to the end of the World Cup qualifiers back in 2010, and he's overseen 3 successive wins since coming back into the job. Two Manchester-based players combining over there. Diogo Dalot, Ruben Diaz on the red and blue sides of that particular city. It's an opportunity, though, for Schultz. The 2 little counter-attacks that Czechia have had to this point. He's been involved in both of them. Now then, what can Bernardo Silva do? Picks out a really nice ball to Bruno Fernandes. Slides it through! Leao couldn't quite get there. And that's how quick they can hit you when they break like that.
Yeah, you leave a bit of space. You make one little mistake at the back, and they can punish you. I like that from Rafael Leao. Comes inside when he needs to. Bruno Fernandes is always going to be the guy that creates.
Well, it's a triple header tomorrow on our Fox networks. Second games of group play with Croatia against Albania and Germany against Hungary on FS1. That's followed by Scotland, Switzerland on Fox. Coverage starts at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. 0-0 here. And we played 26 minutes of this Group F opener in Leipzig, and I'm pleased to say that it stopped raining. Here's Krejci, the left back. Thomas Socek. Had lost it, and he was pleased to see Ranats get there. You can sense the fear, though, with the Czechia team, that they know that if they do let Portugal hit them quickly on the counter-attack, they're going to be seriously undermanned defensively.
Yeah, that's why they're just trying to pick their spots, Fledge. You know, when they get it, they're trying to get up the pitch, but it's tricky because if one turnover of possession, they can hurt you so quickly, Portugal.
And by the way, they've got the likes of Diogo Jota, Pedro Neto, João Felix, Gonçalo Ramos, all on the bench. I mean, it's an embarrassment of attacking riches. Here's Milan's Rafa Leao. And really cool, calm defending on that side by Dudera, but the goalkeeper can't hold it. Just a little bit skiddy, wasn't it, as it came off the turf there after the rain that we've had. It's the sixth corner this for Portugal, which is the most that any team have had in the first half of a game to this point in this tournament. Not the best of deliveries on that side from Vitinha. Portugal have won the last two games in the Euro finals between the nations. Cristiano Ronaldo, you won't be surprised to hear, scored in both of them. They're ranked 6th by FIFA. Went out in the last 16 to Belgium at Euro 2020. Does kind of feel like the last chance for this particular group with Ronaldo in it, although who are we to write him off before the next World Cup? He will be 41 though by then, which he might need some advice from Pepe, who's playing tonight.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's going to be around, Fledge. I don't think he's going to let that one pass.
Well, you know him, you've played with him.
Yeah, he's like I said, I mean, obviously his talent is unbelievable, but his dedication is, I've never seen anyone as dedicated as him, every aspect.
Here's Nuno Mendes lifting the ball in, and that's just a fraction in front of Ronaldo. Krejci was just leaning on him there as that ball went in, and now that's going to be a goal kick.
One thing you would say, with all these brilliant attacking players, that final ball has to be better there from Mendes. Just give Cristiano a chance to go and attack it.
I made the point, you know, earlier that he scored 44 in 45 in Saudi Arabia, and people might say, well, that's okay, but the standard over there is not as high as it can be. In league terms, he scored 35 goals, which is 7 more than the second place man, Alexander Mitrovic, who's leading the line here for Serbia, and then 16 more than the player in third place. And there are some decent attacking players in the Saudi Pro League at the moment, so you've got to look at those numbers and actually take them seriously when you make the comparison to other players over there.
Yeah, 1,000,000%, Fledge. And also he's got 10 in 9 in the qualifying campaign, so you know, he just scores goals, that's a fact. All you got to do is get him some service. That's why he's playing, because he's still their best finisher, probably the best finisher in the tournament with Harry Kane. And the reason he's playing, and that's probably why they're playing Cancelo and Dalot, you know, in Bruno Fernandes, is they want to get crosses in, they want to get him service.
No way through for Cancelo. I must say the Italian referees let lots go to this point. Here's Kupta. Quickly onto that Bernardo Silva. I think in the old days that would have gone forward straight away to Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Leao. Good defending, the block made by Hollesh. Vitinha. Cancelo.
I do think they are crowding Rafael Leao a little bit. Just leave him 1v1 and let him get at the defenders.
Bruno Fernandes slides it through. Ronaldo, what a save! Staniek with a brilliant stop. Vitinha coming in, and he saves another one. Brilliant goalkeeping from Jindřich Staniek for Czechia. Ronaldo was in.
And I tell you what, how quick was Cristiano Ronaldo? Maybe a fraction offside. That's a brilliant save from Staniek.
I'll tell you what though, Owen, the left back's got to learn that he can't stay in that deep, otherwise Ronaldo's going to punish you.
But that's why it doesn't matter how old you are. It's about those sharp movements. Cristiano's sharp. He knows exactly what's coming. That was better from Portugal. A bit quicker, a bit sharper. Fair play to Staniek coming off his line. That was so important.
So it took nearly 32 minutes, but we have had 2 shots on target now for all of Portugal's possession. Well, what a moment that would have been had Ronaldo scored his first goal of Euro 2024. Header won by Nuno Mendes. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Little back heel from Ronaldo. Coming through Vitinha. That's great defending in there. They got numbers around the ball, but that little back heel from Cristiano Ronaldo, world class.
Yeah, now they're getting into gear, Fledge. Great awareness and vision from Cristiano Ronaldo. He's unlucky. Vitinha just gets crowded out.
Get the impression number 7 is starting to purr.
Yeah, he's starting to feel it.
The 2 veterans side by side. Short corner to Bernardo Silva. In by Vitinha. And Czechia able to deal with it again. They've not really posed a threat from corners to this point, Portugal. Here's Dalot. And then Bruno Fernandes, cleared away in there by Ranats.
Yeah, he just can't keep it. Czechia. Ball just keeps coming back. You just got to be careful. Got to find a way to get up the pitch a little bit.
Tell you what's worth mentioning, we played nearly 34 minutes. There have been 3 free kicks to this point. I mean, the game's flowed, hasn't it?
Yeah, I like when the refs let it go. Let's let the players sort it out unless it's needed.
Cancelo missed Euro 2020 because he got COVID just before the tournament started, so he's happy to be here this time. Rafael Leao. Teasing so foul and then can't find the final ball.
But that's what I mean. Leave him 1v1 and let him go do some work. Soufal's not going to stop him. Look at that vision from Cristiano. That's class. Great first touch from Vitinha. In the end, they did really well to crowd him out.
Somebody said to me once, you know, that the best ability is availability. No matter how good you are, you've got to play. He's now played in 48 of the possible 50 matches that Portugal have played in major tournaments. So not only does he deliver when he's on the pitch, he's always on the pitch.
That's a great point. You know, I think for a coach to have the ability to pick somebody all the time is an athlete. That's all you can ask for. It's to be available, and he's more available than anybody I can think of. Messi the same. Remarkable what they've been able to, the longevity for the greats, you know, whether it's Tom Brady or Ronaldo or Messi.
Here's Bruno Fernandes. Defended over there by Hollish. Cancelo. Excellent ball in towards Leao, but that's really strong defending in there. Given away though to Cancelo again, and now Leao. Well, so far got a piece of that, and they've been good at that first half, finding a player in the right place at the right time to make that kind of clearance. Thomas Soccer, the captain, is the player down.
He's thinking, I've had enough of this, chasing all these Portuguese midfield players. There's so many people popping up into his position.
Well, Lionel Messi and Argentina open up the 2024 Copa America, taking on Canada. That's Thursday on FS1 at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's astonishing again. Two major tournaments. Ronaldo here, Messi in the Copa America. Availability, brilliance. The two greatest players that most of us have ever seen. And they're still doing their thing on the biggest tournament stage.
Yeah, it is really remarkable. I know they're playing obviously in different teams. I mean, you know, the Barcelona and Real Madrid or Manchester United, but gracing new leagues, you know, gaining new fans, inspiring the next generation.
Which I think is a remarkable part of their legacy. I suspect that Ivan Hashek is very happy at this point. 37.5 minutes gone, 0-0. Portugal dominating the ball, starting to generate more chances, but his team, up to now, haven't conceded. Now they might fancy a little attack of their own. Provod. Now Hollish. That's Vladimir Sofal's cross. Patrick Schick was coming in. That really would have been the smash and grab raid for Czechia. Now here come Portugal going the other way. Rafa Leao. Well, that's Socek. It's got to be the first card, hasn't it? There we go. Captain of Czechia booked.
Yes. Socek knew he was in trouble. As soon as he looked up, he saw Rafa Leao. He thought, I'm not going to win this.
Oh, and I've got news for you. Everybody in the stadium knew he was in trouble. Big trouble.
He's booked him for diving. There's just no need. Just stay on your feet. I tell you what, he's a confident referee.
You know, that's why we get the replays, because my initial thought was the referee got that right. But as you can, I mean, that's got to concern you. If you're Roberto Martinez, you don't want to see your left winger doing that in a situation like that. You want to see the confidence to take on Thomas Socek and make something happen for your team.
There's no way Socek could stop him 1v1.
No.
So there's no need to dive. Just dribble around him. He's dribbled around everybody so far in the game.
He was in real trouble, Thomas Socek, and the man to get him out of it, Rafael Leao. Schick. Kuta. Crossed in by Sofal. And headed away by Ruben Dias, who we always see dominate the penalty area for Manchester City in situations like that. That's nice and slick from Portugal to get themselves out. Bruno Fernandes leading the charge. Ronaldo. Final 5 minutes of the first half that's been dominated by Portugal. And that's sharp defending from West Ham's Vladimir so far.
Made a brilliant run, Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes decided not to just play him in.
Ronaldo tried to sneak in behind. Olesh with the clearance for Czechia. Fernandes fully out. Mendes. Vitinha. Driven in by Fernandes towards Ronaldo. Cleared on this occasion by Ranat. Plenty of time there for Pepe. And then he can play it through. And it was Bernardo Silva making the run in behind.
Yeah, they could do with getting Bernardo Silva a few more touches.
Is this a moral victory for Czechia if they get into half-time at 0-0?
Yeah, big time. They'll be absolutely delighted with this. 42 minutes in. 0-0.
As we mentioned earlier, though, Roberto Martinez has 5 or 6 more forward players to bring on if he needs them.
And the rest.
And the rest.
Thing is, for Portugal, if they get one, they'll probably get, you know, they'll go quite quickly to get 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah.
First one's always the hardest.
Crazy qualifying numbers. They scored 36 goals, more than 3 a game in the qualification campaign, and they only conceded 2. I mean, when you play 10 qualifying matches with a goal difference of plus 34, it shows just how dominant you've been. It shows how quickly it can get away from the opposition when they do find their groove. Vitinha. Mendes. Not this time.
You can understand that, Flesh, why they've only conceded so few goals, because they're actually just playing in one half. The opposition is so far away from their goal.
We talked about Messi and Ronaldo. I looked at their all-time career goals numbers before this match. 895 for Ronaldo and 835 for Lionel Messi.
Please tell me that's a typo.
It's outrageous. That's what it is. It's outrageous.
I haven't even scored that many on PlayStation.
895 and 835.
It's amazing.
Wow. 0-0 tonight, though. Here in Leipzig. Final stages here of the first half, where Portugal have had 73% of the possession, but only 2 of their 8 attempts have troubled the goalkeeper. Cancelo. Leao. Short to Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes. Cancelo's ball to Ronaldo, beaten away by the goalkeeper. 2 chances now in the first half for Cristiano Ronaldo. the best of balls in from that side from Ruben Diaz, as we are now into a minute of additional time.
And Cristiano still the ones that's sharpest in and around the box.
Leao can have another go here. So foul, miss out Ronaldo altogether. And now they can have a run down that side with Dudera. And they do get to half-time without conceding a goal. Cristiano Ronaldo with 2 opportunities. On both occasions, he was denied by Staniek, the Czechia goalkeeper. It was a rearguard defensive effort for Czechia, 73% possession for Portugal here in Leipzig. But in the rain, the half-time score, Portugal 0, Czechia 0.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. Rob Stone back here with you in studio. The first time this tournament that we have been scoreless at the break. Coming up, we'll revisit Turkey's win earlier today, which featured a goal of the tournament nominee. Stu Holden's going to join us. He's going to break down Portugal's attacking movements. Plus, we'll get you set for tomorrow's slate, which includes the host country, Germany.
Things will go wrong for your customers, but your business can make it right with Watson X Assistant. AI that can help resolve problems by understanding your customer requests with 90% accuracy. Let's create customer service in service of customers with Watson X Assistant. IBM, let's create.
It's $10 Tuesdays at KFC. Every Tuesday, grab 8 pieces of hot, juicy Kentucky Fried Chicken for just $10. Son of a bucket, that's a good deal. Get a taste of $10 Tuesday, only at KFC.
They are advancing again here. He brings it down onto his chest. Nice footwork. He found the gap. He's just outside the area. Goal! Dove men plus care. Hold by the Dio. Defend against Bio everywhere.
In English, what's the hardest thing to say?
Anything with the TH?
They threw 3 things.
Sixth, like fourth, fifth, and then sixth.
Or you mean what's really hard emotionally to say?
Yeah, like that.
Oh. Goodbye.
I forgive you.
I was wrong.
For me, it's saying I love you. But that's tough to say in any language.
With fast and fair claims handling and 24/7 roadside service in the app, you get more with Geico. Just like I can give more constructive feedback to the referee with this two-way radio. Ref,
it's Jorge. That's a PK, over.
Ref, Roberto here. It's a negative on the PK.
Let's do a red card for 11.
What? At halftime now, please. Need a potty break.
That's a no-go on the halftime.
Play on.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
Ref, how about a timeout for Nacho Tots?
The code's not working.
Dad, really needs to pee.
We're gonna get in a minute, okay? Representative.
Please continue to hold.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals leave you hanging, try one where you can reach a human in about a minute.
My schedule's pretty jam-packed these days. I've got 2 free birthday parties on Saturday, and Sunday, that's my me time.
How's that look?
Works for me.
Works for me.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by IBM. IBM, let's create.
Leipzig, Germany, the site for today's Group F showdown between Portugal and Czechia. 2 teams to hit the field at Euro 2024, and for the first time this tournament, we are scoreless at the break. Glad you're back here with us at halftime. Rob Stone, Giorgio Chiellini, Daniel Sturridge, my friend Stu Holden down there at the end with you. The Portuguese, remember, they just rolled through Euro qualifying. The only team to win all 10 matches. They did it with 9 shutouts. Things a little bit tougher today with Czechia, but boy, Portugal started in a good mood. over the course of the anthem. Look at the smiles on Ronaldo and the vamos at the end.
Yeah, see, they're absolutely buzzing, aren't they? Ready to go. And you see here, Bruno Fernandes. Nobody's pressing me. No one's closing me down. I'll take a shot. Very close, of course.
Now, they found a few moments, though, to slip balls in behind transition, which was rare in this first half because Czechia had numbers behind the ball. Ball comes flying across. Leao a step too late here on getting to this one. Bruno Fernandes trying to pick him out. And I think he just ends up missing the ball. In that second replay, you can see it was actually, he was there, pulled out of it, didn't anticipate.
Couple little tugs. Yeah, a couple of little tugs. I mean, this one here, you see Bruno Fernandes has the ball. Great run by Ronaldo behind the defenders. Maybe could have done a little dinky-doo-dah, but in the end, it was a good save by the keeper.
I'm sorry, could have done a what?
Dinky-doo-dah.
A dinky-doo-dah.
Little chip, but it was a good run. The
would have been
a close offside. Maybe it would have gone, you know, they might have given it. You never know.
Very good save. And Cristiano has another chance. Yeah, extra time of the first half. Fantastic move again. He took the ball. Yeah, he moves and shoots, and another good save by Stanek.
So 0-0 after 45 minutes. Ronaldo and company in the locker room, scoreless. Stu, in the midst of the pregame, we talked about this change in style for Portugal under Roberto Martinez. So you've been watching that through the course of our first 45 minutes, and that takes us to the creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM. Yeah, so we've talked about the ways in which Roberto Martinez is trying to get all the attacking players on the ball. This is one of my favorite views we're going to show you here and just how they're doing it. It's risky at times because you're basically banking on the fact that your team is good on the ball. Pepe is the only man back, but they create a bit of a diamond in the midfield. Nuno Mendes now starts to push up on the left-hand side. So they're trying to get some numbers centrally and create advantages. But you'll see here, they're trying to find gaps. And Czechia, Giorgio, are doing an excellent job at shuffling across, cutting off those spaces and not allowing Portugal to combine. I think the movement can be quicker, but Czechia are defending it well.
Portugal moves very well. Cancelo come inside. They try to create do over loading space, but Czechia is very narrow. They are moving all together, shifting from right to center to left, and they're defending very well. They are not high pressing, but they are middle low block. They are not conceding a lot, and they're doing very well. And I think much more because of Czechia compared to our worst performance about Portugal.
Daniel, your thoughts on Ronaldo?
I mean, look, he's been sharp, hasn't he? He's had two moments in the box where he's been able to manipulate the ball and take shots. He's been impressive. I think they've got to obviously create more opportunities for him. They're putting crosses into the box and things like that, but they're not, I suppose, supplying him with as many chances as he probably would like. But in international football, you don't get loads.
Yeah, what's that like, trying to be patient, though, and wait for the moment to come?
I mean, you've got to be patient because, you know, I think the pace is slower in international football. Clearly today they're dominant, but they're playing against a team that's in a low block, and it is always difficult to break that down when you're attacking.
0-0 after 45 minutes. One match already done and dusted. Turkey gave their passionate fans in Germany real reason to celebrate. Maybe the goal of the tournament will be showcased next.
Stay straight for the next 200 miles.
D-dealer. Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey, I'll give you $574 if you switch. Okay. So what about $574 for switching your home insurance to Allstate? Too complicated. Allstate can handle the switching for you. Just call them.
Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds.
Is that your new Nissan Sentra?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave's like, these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Sentra.
Now get a low $214 per month lease on Sentra.
How to
to bring generations together. Start by splashing together, maybe go on a ride together, see stuff together, or do something different altogether. Wisconsin Dells, come together. Go to wisdells.com and start planning your trip to the water park capital of the world today.
Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive when Dave's like, these cars are going fast. I knew I had to have that Sentra.
Now get a low $214 per month lease on Sentra.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM.
More Euro 2024 coverage tomorrow. First up, Luka Modric in Croatia meet Albania, followed by Toni Kroos in Germany taking on Hungary. Those are live on FS1. The final game of the day, Scotland, Switzerland, live on Fox. Earlier, Turkey claimed a 3-1 win over Georgia in Dortmund. Real Madrid's teenager Arda Güler on target in the second half. What a shot this was. The first teenager to score on his Euros debut since Ronaldo back in 2004. Take a look at your live Group F standings. And right now, Turkey all alone on top. Georgia at the bottom. Top two in each group, and the four best third-place finishers all move on to the knockout stage. Portugal, 73% of the possession and a 9-1 shot advantage, but no breakthrough moment yet. The final 45 from Leipzig next.
AliExpress. When you can find everything, anything is possible.
I got this. Y'all can't stop me. I got this. And y'all won't block me. I got this.
AliExpress. Spend less, get more.
With fast and fair claims handling and 24/7 roadside service in the app, you get more with Geico. Just like I can give more constructive feedback to the referee with this two-way radio. Ref,
It's Jorge. That's a PK, over. Ref, Roberto here. What's the negative on the PK? Let's do a red card for 11. What? At halftime now, please. Need a potty break.
That's a no-go on halftime.
Play on.
However you fan, get more with Geico.
Ref, how about a timeout for Nacho Tots?
When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare, it matters where you stay. Embassy Suites by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Rated mature. Call of Duty Mobile. Play for free and get limited time rewards.
The show-stopping BMW i4 is electricity in its most powerful form. A perfect fusion of iconic handling and cutting-edge sophistication. An impressive range and the power of over 500 horses stampeding at a whisper. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine. Release the 2024 BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $449 per month.
This is Rickwood, the oldest ballpark in the country, host to Hall of Famers and home to the Negro Leagues. And now, the Giants take on the Cardinals in a celebration over a century in the making. MLB at Rickwood Field, only on Fox.
The icon Ronaldo unable to add to his 14 career Euro goals in the first half today. Had a couple chances. Portugal scoreless at the break against Czechia in Leipzig. Giorgio, I ask you, who can change this game for Portugal?
I would pick Jota. Also, Felix could change the game because there's not so many space, and Felix could have a good passes, a good invention from nothing. But Jota, I think, is he has the best connection with Cristiano.
Absolutely agree. I think Jota, at Liverpool is always scoring goals. He knows how to find the back of the net. I'd be intrigued to see now for Czechia in the second half. They've only put 2 crosses in the box, had 1 shot, and I think they've got to supply chances for Patrick Schick because he needs service in order to score goals. And and maybe they only get one clear chance, but he's got to be lethal in front of him.
Czechia lasted for 45 minutes. I don't think they can do 45 minutes in this manner. They've got to find a way to relieve pressure. If not, I just think Portugal building momentum, more chances, more crosses, they're going to find a goal.
Yeah, no need to change right now, but boy, do they have options off the bench. 0-0 at the break. For the second half call, once again, Darren Fletcher and Owen Hargreaves.
Well, the rain continues to fall here in Leipzig. There are no changes made by either Roberto Martinez or Ivan Hasek at half-time, so the teams that started the first half will start the second half. What about this then, Owen? So Pepe made his international debut 17 years ago on the night that he becomes the first 41-year-old footballer to play a game in the Euro finals. George W. Bush was in his second term. The Red Sox won the World Series, and Peyton Manning won his first Super Bowl with the Colts. It's a long time. A lot's happened since he first pulled on the Portugal jersey.
Yeah, and he's knocked me out of a couple tournaments as well, Pepe, along the way with England. So he's had some career. All the credit to him. So much hard work goes into it, but to still be playing at 41 in a game like this is very, very rare.
So the second half underway, the red and green for Portugal, the dominant team in the first half, and the all-white for Czechia, who were able to keep them out. Remember, this is the final game of the first phase of group matches. When we reconvene tomorrow, 3 games tomorrow, it'll be game 2. I must say, and I think the rain is as heavy as it's been all night here in Leipzig. Here's Bernardo Silva. And the shot comes in from Dalot.
He's a great crosser, Dalot. Whether with his right or his left. He's more than capable from there. I just think that that's got to go into the box for Cristiano if it can.
Player of the year at Manchester United this year, of course, Diogo Dalot. Had a good season, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Not many of them did, to be honest with you, but he's a good player. Great crosser of the ball. That's probably why he's playing as well. You know, they want to get Cristiano some crosses in, but he needs to get the ball as well. A lot of the ball has been down the left-hand side for Portugal.
And the game stopped quickly here after an awkward landing for the PSG defender, Nuno Mendes. Had a really tough night, didn't he, Mendes, in the Champions League semi-final for PSG against Borussia Dortmund against Jadon Sancho.
Jadon was brilliant on the day, wasn't he? The thing is, Nuno Mendes is an amazing athlete, so you know you're not going to beat him in a race, but you got to get him off balance, and Jadon did that day.
Gives the ball away. Here's Patrick Schick. One straight back though for Portugal by Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes finding some space. Runners either side. Ronaldo's gone through the middle. That's forced Bernardo Silva wide, and in the end it leads to the first corner of the second half.
It's just overhit that, Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva just reaching. That's really where Dalot should be.
And the corner taken short here to Bruno Fernandes. Back now to Vitinha, and he's not done that like he wanted to. Scored in both legs of the Champions League quarter-final against Barcelona. He was one of the inspirational players to drag Paris Saint-Germain back into that Champions League game. Never scored a goal in a Portugal jersey. He did find his scoring touch, though, in the second half of the season for PSG.
Yeah, to be fair, I love watching him play, Fletch. He reminds me a little bit of Luka Modric. You know, he just glides across the pitch. Can always pass him the ball.
Polish for Czechia. I would think it's quite a discussion on the Portugal bench when Roberto Martinez starts to consider attacking substitutions, because he's got so many attacking options, players who could do different things. It must be quite awkward to work it all out.
I actually think they almost have too much choice.
Yes.
Now, interesting to listen to the boys in the studio mention, you know, João Felix, Jota. They have so many different options, but when you put them on where they're going to play, you know, so in the end, I'm curious to see what Roberto does, because he'll have to tweak it.
That's one well by Socek. Now Kukta can come forward. Patrick Schick just needed to be a bit more patient, didn't he, really? Scored 5 goals in 5 games at Euro 2020. Lost the Golden Boot on a tie-break to Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, how you lose things on a tie-break like that. He's only played 4 times for Czechia since that tournament. That's the issue, really, that he's not always available for them, but he's such an important player when he does pull on the white shirt.
He's a good finisher, really good finisher. If he gets the service, Daniel Surge mentioning that. As a striker, you need it, but the problem is they can't really get up the pitch to get it to him. Tufal put a couple of great crosses in. If anything, I think that's where it's going to come from.
You mentioned Daniel is looking slick and sharp in the studio again tonight, but you were particularly taken by Stuart's jacket, weren't you?
Yeah, that's a highlight of the night so far.
So 0-0. And Portugal still trying to find a way to break down this stubborn Czechia team. See how one-sided it's been in terms of shots and possession. Key number, though, as far as Czechia are concerned, is the fact that it's 0 next to Portugal. Would be a wonderful way for them to start Euro 2024 if they can get a point from this game. Here's Bernardo Silva, though. You can see what he was trying to do.
Normally when Bernardo comes in here, he links up with the central midfield player, little 1-2. I've seen a lot of those crosses or shots. Portugal. Roberto Martinez will be thinking, right, we need to be a little bit active, maybe change this a little bit.
Pepe's header. Offside flag up against Cristiano Ronaldo. We'll talk about experience in the respective groups. I counted earlier today. 429 caps in the entire Czechia squad. That's all 26 players, which is less than Cristiano Ronaldo, Rui Patricio and Pepe added together.
It is. I mean, they're just crazy numbers.
Oh. Ronaldo tried the chop. Challenge made by Dudera. Bruno Fernandes. Now Nuno Mendes. Just feels like he's got to do something here, Roberto Martinez. They just seem to have run out of ideas with the personnel they've got out there right now.
Yeah, they're just not as sharp, Fletch. You know, the first touch, that final pass, it's not sloppy, but it's just not as sharp as it can be. I think it's there for them if they speed it up a little bit. This is a bit too slow. This tempo, this suits Czechia. You've got to get Bernardo Silva into the game. Get him inside and get him on the ball. He could unlock a vault, Bernardo Silva. Without a key, he's just amazing.
A reminder, Team USA starts their Copa America campaign against Bolivia this Sunday, and coverage starts at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Nil-nil in the Leipzig rain. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Now Dalot. Diaz. And Diaz with the cross. And Ronaldo attacking it.
And again, it's Cristiano. He's the one that's active. Hollister as well really leaps with him.
Vitinha primarily took the corners in the first half. This is number 10 for Portugal. And it's going to be taken by Bruno Fernandes. It's good defending in there by Soccer, who's always dominant in both boxes when he wears the claret and blue in the Premier League of West Ham. Little chip ball by Fernandes and taken away from Cristiano Ronaldo by Thomas Souček. Brilliant defending. Sofel can't quite get there, but the goalkeeper Staniek with an important hand. That's an outstanding challenge in there by Souček.
Absolutely brilliant. And the ball from Bruno Fernandes was perfect. He was going to find Cristiano Ronaldo. He was probably the only player out there, Souček, that could have actually won that header. He knew it was coming as well.
Yes, the Czechia supporters inside this arena in Leipzig, you could hear. I think the fact that it's still 0-0 at this point, 56 minutes gone, it's just galvanizing players, supporters. They've got something to defend here. Here's Cancelo. Vitinha. Acceleration from Vitinha, played on them by Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo was the target, and now we're going to get the first free kick in shooting range for Ronaldo for the challenge on João Cancelo, and the yellow card shown to Schick.
And this is what you dream of as a player, to get a free kick in this position, middle of the pitch, can go left or right.
I'm struggling to wonder why 3 other Portuguese players are even near the ball. There's only one man in this stadium who's taken the free kick, and he's got number 7 on his back.
Well, I've been there with him over a free kick and asked him, can I have one? He let me have it, to be fair.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did you score?
I did, yeah.
Good. You needed to.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
So is this the moment for Portugal? Ronaldo, face of concentration, familiar stance, hits it well, saved by Staniek. And by the way, look at the rain now. Has to be affecting the game.
Oh, it would, and it'd affect the keeper the most. That's why it slips out of his hand. Just hit it straight at the keeper. Probably went a little bit safe with that one, Cristiano. Normally hits it with a bit more venom, a bit more power. You're just trying to get it on target, but it's never going to be the keeper from there.
Well, we now have a game at Euro 2024 being played in a monsoon. Silva. Dalot. Now Diaz. And it goes to Bernardo Silva, who could have gone for goal, but he tried to square it for Ronaldo.
What a brilliant ball that is from Cancelo. Just on his weaker right foot, Bernardo Silva. He's trying to find Cristiano.
Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. In towards Ruben Diaz. And smashed away by the Czechia captain Thomas Souček. Excellent touch by Dalot. This might be Leao's first touch of the second half, you know. Ronaldo swings it in, and that's too high in the centre for Vitinha, and the forlorn chase on this side for Bernardo Silva.
And there's that ball from Bernardo Silva. In the end, Ranić does brilliant. He just didn't hit that with the power he normally would, Cristiano Ronaldo. Didn't go for the knuckleball, went for the inside.
So substitution being made here, and Kukta is the player going off. And Andre Linger is the player to replace him. Last work as well tonight for Patrick Schick. And he's replaced by Momir Chitil. So both strikers changed. Can't be for tiredness, they've hardly seen the ball.
Well, he's taking off his two strikers because he said, right, I'll take a draw right now.
Yeah.
Put a couple more bodies on there to work. Fresh bodies.
You can't get any more, though, than 11 behind the ball, can you? Here's Dalot running through, and that's seen behind for the goal kick.
I think you need fresh legs, actually, at this point. Players are going to press and run around.
Coming into the tournament, the form in actual fact is with Czechia. They've won their last 5 games. Portugal won 2 and lost 2 in preparation for the finals. The defeats to Slovenia and Croatia. Had that wonderful qualifying campaign, though. Linger's first touch on that side for Czechia, and then glanced on without power. Their supporters rise. In it goes into the Portugal box. Pepe's header. And shooting opportunity and a goal for Czechia. Provod. The run of play. What a hit from Lucas Provod, and Czechia lead Portugal in Leipzig.
Fabulous finish from Provod. Just checks his shoulder at the edge of the box. Knows he's got a bit of time, bit of space. Hits it absolutely perfect. What a brilliant finish. That's why you wait at the edge of the box. It often will come to you there. You've got a bit of space, but the execution from Provod is fantastic.
Their first attempt on target. They've had 30% of the ball, and they lead Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal. And Diogo Jota has now been sent on. And Gonzalo Ignacio as well. So Diogo Dalot is taken off, and Rafa Leao. There was a shrug of the shoulders from CR7, but now there's genuine work for Roberto Martinez's Portugal team to do. And it's a wonderful moment that, you know, for Provod, who tore his ACL a month before Euro 2020, missed the tournament, gets to play on the big stage tonight and scores a goal like that one.
Yeah, it's what you dream of as a player. Such a big moment for him. Classy goal it was. And to be fair, that was the game plan. Sit in, defend well, keep a clean sheet, and then try and hit him on the break when you get a chance.
Well, it's an absolute turn-up. That's what it is. I mean, talk about against the run of play. Talk about a smash and grab. Talk about the underdogs sticking one on the chin of the favourites. That's exactly what's just happened here in Leipzig. And now we wonder what the response of Portugal will be, because that must have hit them hard.
Yeah, and exactly. That's why they bring on Jota straight away. After Cristiano Ronaldo, he's probably the next best finisher. They've got to speed it up. They've got to be quicker.
So Portugal 0, Czechia 1. Here's Ruben Diaz. Ignacio. Couldn't find Vitinha. And Chittil could try and bring the ball away. If they were galvanised before and the crowd was behind them before, you can only imagine what they're feeling like now, all of them.
Yeah, that goal as a player, Fletcher, gives you so much energy. Thing is, as a player, you look up at the clock and think, right, how long we got left? Chittil did a really good job there of actually trying to release a bit of pressure, get up the pitch. And this is on Roberto Martinez.
Is this to be the first seismic shock of Euro 2024? I must say, Owen, since the goal went in, they do just look a little bit shocked about it. Jota involved here. Maybe just losing a bit of composure. Ronaldo arguing the case of the Portugal substitute. I really feel like it's not them.
Yeah, they've got to keep their head. They've got 25 minutes plus extra time. Well, they're trying to play the ball, Jota. Obviously, the ref's going to blow that on Pavard, but they've got plenty of time. You saw Roberto Martinez saying, calm down. You know, we've got plenty of time.
Here's an interesting scenario. He'd got the yellow card in his hand, the Italian referee. Ronaldo spoke to him, and he didn't show it to Jota. So maybe...
the power of Cristiano.
Yeah. Well, so far, it's all about the power of the right foot of Lucas Provost, who scored the goal. What could be an historic goal, a momentous goal.
And the Czechia fans, Fletch, they're getting louder and louder, and Portuguese fans they're not as noisy as they were.
The goal was also scored at the end where the Czechia supporters are, behind Diogo Costa's goal. Up it goes towards Ronaldo, and the header one over there by Hranac for Czechia.
Well, one thing you would say, Fletch, you know, 67 minutes, and they haven't had anything really clear-cut.
No.
You think about we're talking about probably the most talented squad in this tournament.
I think the Ronaldo chance in the first half, and the goalkeeper did remarkably well, is the best chance they've managed to have. I just thought there'd be more of a flow of constant Portuguese chances here tonight. And they've never really found the rhythm I was expecting from them.
No, especially, we're talking Bruno Fernandes creates multiple chances every game. Bernardo Silva.
Jota's ball. Ranat's there to clear it away. Vitinha. Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. I think when they take a long time like that, it just allows the Czechia defenders to get back into position, get numbers in the box, and it's really hard then for Portugal to generate a good opportunity.
And the final pass has been pretty poor. You know, that ball's got to be stood up at the back post for Ronaldo to attack it. It's been too low. Czechia defender's been able to clear it pretty much every time.
And Diaz back to Vitinha. Bernardo Silva found that little pocket. Vitinha swings it in. Nuno Mendes heads it down, and Ronaldo trying to get there. It's in. Smiles on Portuguese faces, and a really scruffy goal to get them level.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
It's gone in off Robin Ranac. And nothing you can do about it.
No, absolutely nothing at all. And that's why you stand it up at the back post, Fletch. Allows Nuno Mendes to go and attack it. Heads it into a dangerous area. And Stanek and Ranac just combined for that to go into their own goal.
How ironic. All of the possession, all of the superstars, all of the match winners, and they get an equaliser in those circumstances. Heartbreak for Ranac, who puts it past his goalkeeper Staniek and into the back of the net. And the lead for Czechia only lasted 7 minutes.
And it's all because of that ball at the back post. Just allowed Nuno Mendes to just go and attack it. And it puts the Czechia defence under pressure. Once it bounces on that wet pitch, Fletch, it makes it so difficult.
That's the third own goal of the tournament, and we haven't reached the end of the first phase of matches in the group stage yet. Well, it's a really important goal, just to give that little bit of momentum back to Portugal. Now, don't forget, it's a triple header tomorrow on our Fox network. Second games of group play with Croatia against Albania, Germany against Hungary. That's on FS1, followed by Scotland-Switzerland on Fox. Coverage starts at 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Pacific. 1-1 in Leipzig. 19 minutes to go. And momentum probably back with Portugal. Here's Bruno Fernandes. He's been quiet the second half, hasn't he? It felt to me like he was the most likely to generate something before half-time, but we've not really mentioned his name too much since half-time, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, it's not really been his game.
Off goes Jota. Looking for Ronaldo. Good defending by Sofal. Caught in possession, though. Bernardo Silva! Saved by the keeper. Absolutely exploded off his left boot, but Staniek did well.
He's made a couple of big saves, Staniek. Good presence in goal.
Ruben Diaz. Jota dispossessed in there. Raniac it was who defended it. Two Czechia players down here. Sometimes it's just not your night. And there's nothing they could do about that. I mean, Ranac has got to come back and try and defend it. The goalkeeper could do no more.
That's tricky for him. He just... I'm not goalkeeper. I'm not sure about technique, but he just pushes it into a really dangerous area. You know, could he maybe anticipated and collected it on the wet surface? Maybe tricky.
It's hard to criticise him, though, because he's made some big saves as well, hasn't he, tonight?
He's been brilliant. It'll be interesting when he looks at it back and thinks, yeah, could I have done anything different? I just think when it lands in an awkward area like that, it's tricky because it's in between the goalkeeper and the defender. Ask questions of them, and that's exactly what that header for Nuno Mendes did.
A little bit more than 16 minutes for one of these nations to find a winning goal. Krejci. Played through by Dudera, but Pepe can see that back to Diogo Costa. Here's Bruno Fernandes picking the ball up in the kind of area that we saw him have it a lot in the first half, and he picks out Diogo Jota. And that's claimed by Staniek for Czechia.
I'm surprised Diogo Jota didn't take that on his chest and come back inside. He just wanted to kind of get it into his stride.
That's a foul on Linga. Sofel's ball. They wanted the free kick there, the Czechia players. Italian referee's been a difficult man to convince, though, so far tonight. Forward by Vitinha to Ronaldo. Really fizzed into Cristiano Ronaldo. The offside flag up against him anyway. Do you think there'll be a thought in, as we see the change about to be made here for Czechia? Antonín Barak is one of them, and the other player and there is Ševčík. Do you think there'll be a thought in Roberto Martinez's mind that through the group stage he'd like to manage Ronaldo's minutes, based on the fact he might need him more as the knockout stage comes around, provided they get there, of course?
Yeah, no, I think he'd be thinking, I got to win this game.
Right.
I got to win first. I think they probably planned these 3 points already, you know, before the game. So
now this is an area too where the two West Ham players are going to look to combine. Vladimir Sofal, Thomas Souček. Gives it back instead to the goal scorer, Provod. See, I think that's an area when you've got to throw in like that, you've just got to stick it in there towards Souček and the others.
Yeah, you're right, Fletch. That's just got to put it in the mixer. You saw what Portugal did, put it in the box. Cause a bit of havoc, especially on this wet pitch. Could bounce anywhere. Especially Souček. He's almost unplayable when the ball's in the air in the box.
They got to 10 goals for West Ham this season, only the second time he's done that in the Premier League. Thomas Souček. Closing stages here on a rainy night in Leipzig. Portugal 1, Czechia 1. Provod with a wonderful goal, a rare chance at one end for Czechia. And then the scruffy own goal by Ranats at the other to get Portugal back on terms. Quiet night to this point for Cristiano Ronaldo. Cancelo leaves it for Bernardo Silva. Vitinha.
It's just too slow, I think, for Portugal. You know, everyone's taking 3s and 4 touches.
Bruno Fernandes to Ronaldo, then to Vitinha. Shooting chance for him. And Staniek, on a skiddy surface, decides just to poke it behind for the corner.
And that's because of that first-time layup from Cristiano Ronaldo. Just speeds the game up a little bit.
The first time that Gonzalo Inacio, we just saw walk through the picture, has the chance to go forward for a corner. Ronaldo, of course, a player that you've got to watch in a situation like this. Not too many players around the goalkeeper, although Jota, the poacher, has gone in there. Corners haven't been good at all tonight, have they, for Portugal?
Yeah, that's a really good point, Fletcher. And they've had 12. You'd expect them with all those players as well, especially with the size advantage of Czechia. You know, just get the ball down and play, do short corners, create something maybe at the edge of the box. Definitely things to work on for Portugal.
Well, the hero's going off. Lucas Provod, who scored that wonderful goal past Diogo Costa. So Antonín Barak is coming on to replace him, and they're taking off Schulz as well. And Sevcik is the player to come on to replace him. A little bit more than 10 minutes to go. Here's Vitinha. And now Nuno Mendes. Here's Pepe. Now Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo's in the box. And Jota had run in there as well. It's gone in towards Ronaldo. It's good defending again. This time the header won by Krejci, who was so determined to get there and stop it for Czechia.
The defender does crosses really well.
Corner taken short. Bruno Fernandes with a low drive that took a deflection. Vladimir Sofal with the Czechia clearance. And that's a foul by Bruno Fernandes on the substitute Barak. Who, me? Says the Manchester United midfielder.
Yeah, I think when you kick somebody in the face, they're going to give a free kick. Just a bit of frustration for Portugal.
Well, it's been a frustrating night to this point for Cristiano Ronaldo, but Lionel Messi and Argentina open up the 2024 Copa America, taking on Canada. That's Thursday on FS1 at 7 p.m. Eastern and at 4 p.m. Pacific. Opportunity here for Czechia to maybe get another one. That's a vital block by Diaz, and then Souček drags it just wide. And what a moment that could have been for the Czechia captain.
Again, it's brilliant football. A great block from Ruben Diaz. Initially, I'll tell you what, they've had a go when they've got a chance, haven't they? Czechia played really well.
They've been so disciplined, haven't they, all night defensively, knowing that they're only going to see a little bit of the ball, but when they've had their chances at the other end, they really have done well. Here's Cancelo. Good defending now at the other end by Souček, who certainly played a captain's role out there tonight for them, the big number 22. Here's Ruben Diaz. 8 minutes left. Nicely done here to the substitute Sevcik, Souček, and then away by Ranats. Any surprise there hasn't been more Portuguese changes by now?
Yeah, I definitely would have thought there'd been more. You think about the Czechia, how many they've made. Roberto Martinez got the best bench in
what
the
about that then? From Ranats just to nick the ball. Don't necessarily, though, think that the big centre-back wanted to be the next player to receive it, do you?
No, and he's knackered as well. He's probably just thinking, get me back in position. It'd be a brilliant point for Czechia.
Absolutely. A point they wouldn't have expected if they were honest.
But you know what, Fletch? I think they deserve it.
Yeah.
You know, I think they've been almost as dangerous as Portugal. I know they haven't had as much of the ball.
What they've got to guard against now, though, tired minds, tired legs, 7 minutes to go, and you know that Portugal are going to keep coming.
Yeah, just concentration. That goal they conceded was just a tiny bit of concentration.
17 attempts tonight for Portugal, 6 of them on target, 13 corners, 72% possession, and they've completed around 600 passes tonight. I mean, that's all you need to know in terms of how lopsided it's been, in terms of who's had the ball and who hasn't.
Yeah, but they've been against it, Fletch, but you know what? I think when they've got the ball, they've tried to play. I mean, the goal was terrific.
Brilliant.
Brilliant football. You're not just smashing it into the box and hoping.
Up it goes towards Ronaldo. Holesh with a couple of clearances for Czechia.
But again, that pass is an easy one. You know, that one has been misplaced so many times from, we're talking some of the best creators in the game. You know, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva.
I think that's one of the big things that's been missing tonight. We've never seen that brilliant defence-splitting pass from either Bruno Fernandes or Bernardo Silva. Well, Jota running, and he gets through the challenge. Now then, what can he do? An excellent combination. Just as Ranats couldn't make the tackle, Holesh, his central defensive partner, came across and helped him, and now Sofal, who's very experienced, wins his side the free kick.
I think when you look at the game, you can understand why Rafael Leao plays, because he's the only one that can really take people on 1v1. You know, Bruno, you know, they're all, Bernardo, so they're all passers, aren't they? Brilliant passers of the ball. I think Leao just, he can beat a player.
I mean, there's 5 minutes to go, and I know that you like this Portugal squad, and I've got to say I'm with you. I'll ask you the question in a second, because here come Czechia. Sofal getting towards the byline, and Pepe at 41, still full of energy and running on that side. There's Bruno Fernandes looking to try and keep it, but Barak's done well to win it back now for the team in white.
He's looked really good, Barak, since he's come on.
Yeah.
Big presence, but he can play. Wants the ball into his feet.
Away by Vitinha. Can't keep it, though. They'll get the free kick. I was going to ask you the question, is it an off night for Portugal in an attacking sense, or cause for concern?
It's definitely cause for concern if you don't beat Czechia. The thing is as well, Fledge, you know, you got Neto on the bench, you got João Felix on the bench, and you've got all these different guys that can come in and change the game. I think he needs to get to that bench a bit quicker.
Yeah, there are changes due for Portugal. 4 minutes left, plus additional time. 1-1 in Leipzig. Finally, the rain seems to have stopped. Cancelo. Silva. Ronaldo coming in, hits the post, and in! Jota! Well, they're checking for a potential offside in the build-up to the goal. The Portugal supporters are celebrating, but they've got to wait, Owen. Ronaldo's shoulder, potentially.
It is so tight. The ball from Cancelo is amazing. Absolutely amazing. In behind the defence.
He's offside. And Massimiliano Irati is the Italian video assistant, and those Portuguese celebrations have ended abruptly.
Wow. What a turn of events. Just when you thought they've kind of nicked it at the end, Portugal. And normally Cristiano, he can look down the line. You know, he should be able to see that and stay on side.
Fine margins at the top end of this sport. And it's amazing how quickly emotions can change inside a stadium. Delirium at one end, and then silence, and all of a sudden the Czechia supporters, after seeing that the video assistant had ruled it out, their turn to celebrate. Nuno Mendes coming across this Holesh. Sofal. It's a foul by Jota.
To be fair, they've worked so hard, Czechia.
That's how tight it was. The automated offside that is used in the Champions League to great effect, in effect here in Euro 2024. And heartbreak there for both Ronaldo and Jota.
So close. But it just shows you, if you get the ball into Cristiano Ronaldo earlier, that's what can happen.
So Pedro Neto is coming on. Vitinha has left the field. And they've taken off Cancelo as well for Semedo. And we're also seeing Francisco Conceição, who was playing for his dad last season at Porto. So 3 changes made here to try and win the game by Roberto Martinez. So Nuno Mendes, the other player, to make way. Here comes Czechia, looking to nick it right at the end. And reaching that one was Ruben Dias. Hooked on them by Conceição. Ronaldo can't control it. One back though for Portugal, and then given away to Vladimir Sofal. Dudera. Played forward by Barak. That was clumsy by Semedo, but not seen as a foul by the Italian referee. As we move into 4 minutes of additional time.
That was definitely a foul.
Yeah.
I don't know how he hasn't seen that.
I mean, he has been fairly consistent. He's not given anything, has he?
He knows he's beaten Semedo. Great bit of movement. Well done from Barak. I can't believe he hasn't given that.
So time running out for Portugal. And Czechia so near to an invaluable point on opening night for them. Hang on a second, then it goes towards Conceição! Portugal, desolation for Czechia. The substitute off the bench, Francisco Conceição, only 21, to score his first goal for Portugal when it really matters at Euro 2024.
That's why you make changes, Fledge. Neto's the one that creates this goal. And Conceição, he's fortunate, it just falls to him. Poor Ranak again.
Oh, and it's Ranat's again. He scored the own goal. The ball's gone through him. And the youngster, Conceição, he's got the yellow card for taking the shirt off, but who can blame him?
No, you can understand it. We saw him in the hotel lobby before the game with his dad. His dad was there as well. His dad was some player, by the way. But that's why you make changes. That when you have a bench like Portugal, you get the guys on. When it's not working, you make changes. Neto is brilliant at getting at people, taking people on 1v1, and that's where the goal comes from.
So Thomas Hory coming on. Last throw of the dice here from Czechia. And Portugal finally get themselves in front in stoppage time here in Leipzig. But they've had to dig so deep tonight. Hang on a second, though, because that's whipped in towards the substitute. Ruben Dias had to clear the ball away. Here's Barak. Oh, what a chance! Oh, it's floated just wide.
That's a brilliant bit of football. Barak's been terrific since he's come on. Again, Portugal do well. They hold that line just offside.
That's heartbreak for Ranats. It's gone through his legs. But he gambled Conceição, and when they needed the goal, he found it for them.
Yeah, and to be fair, Roberto Martinez gambled as well, bringing on Neto Conceição.
He'd been on the pitch for 111 seconds, and he scored with his second touch having come on. And winning your opening group game, as you well know, is so important in a tournament like this.
So important. You need to get off to a good start. Look, they've been a bit fortunate. Both the goals have been a little bit scruffy. Czechia defended so well. But sometimes you just need a bit of luck, Fletch. They've had that luck today, Portugal. I know they dominated possession.
Well, we're playing additional time at the end of additional time. Any second you can expect the Italian referee to blow the full-time whistle. And the Portugal fans will then start to celebrate. It'll be mixed with relief, though, because they haven't been at their best by any stretch of the imagination tonight.
I don't think we'll see Portugal play with the same starting 11 in the next game. You know, they've got so many different options. Be interesting to see how they tweak it. Maybe go to a back four.
Well, it doesn't matter how you win, but it certainly matters that you win. Your opening game of a major tournament, and just look at the celebration from Cristiano Ronaldo, who's grabbed young Conceição, and he's celebrating with the match winner. Heartbreak for Czechia. The goal from Provod counted out by the Ranats' own goal, and the winner from Conceição, and Portugal get the win. Portugal 2, Czechia 1.
Aaron Owen, thank you so much. What a dramatic finish for Ronaldo and Portugal. The story in the end, though, Francisco Conceição, his first international goal, the 21-year-old with Porto. How about this for some history? 24 years ago today, his father, Sergio, hit for a hat trick in the Euros. The man who played with Ronaldo sees his son come on as a sub, and 111 seconds later gets the game winner for Portugal. What a finish for the Group F leaders. And Stu, fair to say a deserved win in the end when you look at all the numbers and the possession and the shots on goal and whatnot?
Yeah, it was difficult, though. Czechia made it very difficult for Ronaldo and for Portugal. They thought they had found the winner through Jota. That one came back for offside. And as we've seen with even your Italians, Giorgio, conceding that goal and finding ways for the favorites, and in this case, Portugal got a bit of a wake-up call. It was a difficult match for them, but to find a way, even in the last minute there, to get the goal and to get the winner, what that will do for this group in terms of confidence. But you felt like it was coming. They were the dominant team in the match. Unfortunate not to find the goal sooner, but showed great character to keep going and great belief.
They were a little bit lucky, to be honest, because own goal, also the last goal was a huge mistake by the defender that had a really huge moment during the game. They saved a lot of crosses. They played very well, the Czechia. And I think that overall they don't deserve to lose.
Yeah, I think Czechia, they gave a good account for themselves, and I think that own goal probably made them lose a little bit of confidence, you know, because they had that momentum. But for Conceição, the young man, to come on in the last minute and show that professionalism, that inner belief as a squad to be able to score so late in the game, shows that they have that winning mentality within the camp. So I'm excited to see them move forward and to, you know, see how this group develops.
You need those sparks, you need those moments and things to rally around in a tournament, and this could be just that for Portugal. They get the game winner 2 minutes into stoppage time as they take care of Czechia 2-1. Euro 2024 today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks. We take a look now at our live Group F standings. Turkey and Portugal both level on 3 points. Czechia and Georgia sitting on 0. Again, the top two from each group, and the four best third-place finishers advance to the knockout stage. Francisco Conceição, 111 seconds after coming in off the bench, nets the game winner 2 minutes into stoppage time. Group F favorite Portugal a come-from-behind win. Just the third comeback win of this tournament. They win it 2-1. Coming up, highlights from that one. We'll also get you ready for Germany's second game. Remember, the host nation put 5 on Scotland in their opener. What will they do for an encore tomorrow against Hungary?
I'm a bee, and I bumbled my way into your car. Buzz. But this hive isn't big enough for the both of us. Boo!
Oh, wow, what a buzzkill. And if you don't have the right auto insurance coverage,
Paying for this could really sting. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me.
Old Spice Gentleman Super Hydration Body Wash. Vanilla and shea. 24/7 moisturization with vitamin B3.
Are you using all the Old Spice?
Oops.
Introducing Valvoline Restore and Protect, a first-of-its-kind innovation that returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform like new. All new Restore and Protect, another first from Valvoline.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, where the perfect grill comes with free assembly and delivery. Find a Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, or Blackstone, and get the one that's right for you. Only at your local Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
When your child starts getting into everything, you may need a little help. So Duracell created the only lithium coin batteries with a bitter coating to help discourage swallowing.
It can bear over 4,000 times its own weight, and that's just the door hinge. Sturdy design down to the smallest detail, the Taos. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing or $1,500 customer bonus on a new 2024 Taos.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Everyone comfortable?
Yep. I've even got an extra seat.
The Volkswagen Atlas. Everyone wants a ride. And see Despicable Me 4 in theaters July 3rd. Rated PG. Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Atlas.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands.
This is an exceptionally young team.
This set of American talent is different.
The swagger, the flair.
They believe that they can win.
Fox Sports Summer of Stars also includes the Copa America, which fires up Thursday night. Just the second time ever, the tournament taking place right here in the United States. USA-Bolivia Sunday live on Fox. Messi in Argentina Thursday. And how about this moment? 2 minutes into stoppage time, the substitute, the 21-year-old Porto club player, Francisco Conceição, getting the game winner, 2-1 Portugal for your Group F favorites. Euro 2016, we had 22 goals through the first round of matches. Euro 2020, 28 goals. First round of matches so far here in Germany, 34 goals. Yeah, we have seen a lot of offense here. Glad you're with us, Rob Stone,
I don't like
Fellini,
goals.
the defender who's not happy. Daniel Sturridge, you know he loves it. Stu Holden with you as well. Euro 2016 winners, Portugal, really considered one of the favorites this summer. And, oh boy, they were made to work today. But boy, they came out with smiles and energy. The captain, Ronaldo, the tail end of the national anthem. Yeah, a little vamos for sure. And they had the better of play, but they found themselves having to play come-from-behind soccer.
Indeed, and this was Czechia's first shot in the match since the 4th minute. So it was Portugal on top, and then finally as this ball works its way around, clearance to the top of the box. Good awareness here to lay it back, and Prova, you see him backing up before he takes the shot to give himself angle, to allow himself to arrive onto it, to hit it with that pace. Just such a good straight strike. Look at this, across the body, nothing Costa could do. Back then, Ronaldo says, no problem, let's go.
No problem, vamos, it's my time. And yeah, I think that Portugal was really lucky because just 2 minutes that considered a goal, they were passing. At the end, they found a very lucky goal. We could see the crosses of Vitinha headed by Nuno Mendes. The keeper did mistakes and the defender were really lucky. It's a key moment. I think that Portugal was really scared to don't win this game, and after a few minutes find the net, find the goal. It was very important. But at the end they didn't do so much. They didn't do so much. They keep going. Ronaldo took the ball, and I will see that was a huge moment that could change. And I think that Bernardo Silva, fantastic pass to fantastic cross by Cancelo. Ronaldo header, he did the post, and Diego Jota was right man, right moment, right place, and he scored a beautiful goal. Everyone was celebrating. We didn't see this offside. The goal was even louder.
So after 15 years, I have chosen a unique opportunity that allows me to pursue the next chapter in my life. And I will be leaving NBC Sports Chicago at the end of this year on December 3rd. The past 15 years here at NBC